and obviously with the price of meat, well, worldwide at the moment, you know, if you can get any discounts, you know, everyone's happy, aren't they? Except the lamb. Bad joke. Hey everyone, it's Alex here from Carnivore for Life. It's day 1013 on my carnivore way of eating. Feeling great, everything's sustained, weight loss, fat loss, no medication for at least 18 months. Just off to Stanson's, my local butcher's. You probably heard me say before, that's the only place I shop except for my ground beef, which is from Aldi or Asda. Yesterday when I popped in for my 60 eggs, I spoke to Mike about I'm going to start using lamb, either a leg of lamb or shoulder of lamb. Either a leg of lamb or lamb shoulder in my new Crockpot, which you might have seen on my last video, which has gone really well. I think we're heading up to about 3,000 views so far, which I can't believe on a so-called show and tell video. I've got a brand new Crockpot. It's only 3.5 litres. I was thinking of going for maybe a 5 or 6, but I'm not sure whether they are going to be wider so I can fit a larger joint in, or are they just a deeper capacity. So Mike, being Mike, has kindly said he's going to cut 2 legs of lamb today, and he's going to take off the shank, which must be the technical term for, I don't know, maybe the lower leg, I don't know. So let's get back to the good stuff. I'd say, look at that, guys. They're 3 kilos of lamb, leg of lamb. I say the shank's been taken off so I can fit it in. And that's what you should do with your butcher, guys. That's what you can't do in Aldi. You have to pick up the stuff that's already done. But Mike's obviously prepped these up for me, put them together, and I've collected today. That's what you call a good, you know, a good quality service from, you know, a butcher that you trust. So, and obviously with the price of meat, well, worldwide at the moment, you know, if you can get any discounts, you know, everyone's happy, aren't they? Except the lamb. Bad joke. So let's open this, and I've never done lamb, obviously with a slow cooker, as I said before. So I can hardly remember ever cooking lamb in the oven. So it's just something, it just was never a favourite of ours. So obviously they've both been sealed up by Mike, which looks great. So that helps me a lot. I say, guys, if you've got a good, well, all butchers are good. I'm sure all butchers are good, but if you've got a butcher like mine, they just go the extra mile. So that's bone in. Okay, you can see that bone. But obviously with the, wherever he's cut it, I think it will probably be this end, he's taken off the shank. So that will fit perfectly. I'll show you now. Yeah, that fits perfectly. So this is why I like Carnivore so much. It's so simple. You know, so again, I always say these videos are for carnivores only, or carnivore wannabes. You know, you don't upset anybody, but the fact of the matter is, this is meat, okay? Humans do eat meat. I'm not going to go into the politics of it all, but this is how simple carnivore is. Look how minimal the wrapping is. I'm hoping that is recyclable. Now there's myoglobin, okay, it's not blood. I don't want to go into details of that as well because I don't know too much. Clean hands. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this over to the far side of the kitchen, pat it dry, and then plop it into the, actually what I'll do is, I've got that tray there, I'll leave that there for now. I'll wash my hands. Okay, I've got some kitchen towels, pat that dry, get rid of all the plastic. But when I say all of it, there's hardly any. Always conscious of how clean things should be. So we're going to pat that dry. Now see, this board is only used for raw meat, as you've probably seen, well, you might have seen in my previous videos. Another piece of kitchen towel down. Again, pat that dry. Just one more piece. Okay, and obviously conscious I'm going to wash my hands again. Right, and as I emphasise so much, carnivore is so simple. This is how you cook. There's no 20 ingredients. There's no, you know, massive recipes, marinate. Well, I know you can marinate this, but there's my piece of meat. Here's my leg of lamb, which has been trimmed by straight in the pot. There you go. Hold on. Wash my hands again. Make sure the water's really hot. Okay, so leg of lamb, mould and salt, good generous sprinkle. No water, no water. So now, as I say, this is not a brisket. This is not a brisket, so I don't know what's going to happen with as far as the juice is concerned. That's all we've got, guys. That's all we've got is, was it probably 1.5 kilos of leg of lamb, lots of mould and salt, and I'm going to do, as I said in the car, let me push this down a little bit. Yeah, it's on a low heat, and I'm going to do 9 hours. What do you think? 9 hours. It's only 1.5 kilos. So salt on, lamb in, lid on, 9 hours. Can it get any easier than that? I don't think so. Right, so the leg of lamb's been in for 9.5 hours. It's 1.5 kilos. Let's have a quick look. This is only my first attempt, but that looks nice to me. So as I did with the briskets, I'm just going to take it out, put it on my pizza tray this time. Oh, very soft. Okay. Yeah, that's really soft. That's going to be great. I'm just going to do a quick slice. Wow. Am I cutting this the right way? Don't know. I think I am. I think I am. Yeah, that's just falling apart. It's nice. Let me taste that. That could do with more salt, but it is really nice. I'm going to try a bit of the fat. Here we go. That's just feel as if that's a bit dry, but really tasty. I think what I'll do is I'll try one. The next one I'll get the full leg and I'll do it in the oven. Find obviously a different I might even give Kerry a shout and ask him how he does it in the oven. Yeah, get that piece there, stick it in the gravy. Shell's just summoned me for some. What do you want, Shell? Just a bit on the plate with some gravy? See what Shell thinks of that, get a verdict. But when you have the fat on it as well, it's really tasty. And salted as well, but I say, like the brisket, that seems to be a bit stringy to me, so I'm gonna see if I can get a different recipe, or maybe I'm cutting it the wrong way. But overall, definitely successful and such a good cost saving. It's such a good cost saving carnivore meal, in my opinion. So yeah, happy days. Probably not as successful as the brisket, but yeah, really nice. Yeah, I'm just cutting into this part now. That's really nice. If I was getting chunks of that on a meal, well, with just gravy, that is, well, yeah, it's so tasty. Now this part here, I'm taking big chunks there. That's so tasty. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Slightly more successful on the brisket, I think, but for the cost, for the flavour, I would be pouring obviously the lamb juice over that. That is so delicious, so I'm really happy.